welcome back to my channel. It is Jane's Big Shrink. So today's video is going to be my VSG post-op week 5 video. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, then just keep watching. So again, hello to all of my returning subscribers. Thank y'all so much for consistently tuning in week after week to see how my progress is going. I really appreciate that. If you are new to my channel, my name is Jane, and I had weight loss surgery on November 18th, 2020 at the Hebner Ambulatory Center here in San Antonio, Texas. My surgeon is Dr. Sonny Cavazos, and he is with Sage Bariatric. And again, today is gonna be my week 5 post-op video. I made notes this time because I'm sure you guys have noticed I have not recorded my 1-month post-op video. I am so sorry, you guys. I literally just did not make time for it this past weekend. So that's me, I'm sorry. I will record that though in the next couple days. I promise I will get it up. But I just don't wanna have like too much overlapping information because you know, I don't want you guys to be bored or like, oh, she already said that, you know, that type of thing. So I made some notes about what I'm going to talk about for my weekly video, and it was a pretty eventful week. So I definitely want to make sure that I touch base on every single thing that I think is important for you guys to hear about. So first and foremost, I know it's the weigh-in. I remember before I had surgery and I was following people that had this procedure, I was always like, okay, get to the weight, because I was just so curious to see how that was going. So I feel y'all on the other end of this. I really, really do. So last Wednesday, I came to you guys at 245.8. And today when I jumped on the scale, I weighed in at 241.6. I know, that's insane. Like I don't even know what to think. Like, yeah, 245.8 to today 241.6. It blows my mind. Guys, I literally stepped on the scale 3 times. Like I jumped on it, saw 241, and I was like, no, that's probably not right. So then I got off, I let it zero out, and then I got on it again. It's at the same number, and I was like, okay, you know what? 3's a charm. Let me go ahead and try this again. So third time it said the same weight. So it's pretty legit. That is definitely my true weight right now, which is amazing. I am so grateful, you guys, because I've talked about it a little bit. You know, everybody knows that stalls happen, right? Some of my fellow 2020 VSGers have already experienced it. Some of y'all experienced it around week 3 post-op. Some people got it around week 4. So mentally, I wasn't trying to be negative, but like I've been telling myself, okay, look, you know, it happened to a lot of other people. Like, get your mind ready, you know, for you to step on that scale and that number has not changed, because I don't want it to discourage me. So I've just been telling myself like over and over and over, like, don't let it get to you. Like, it's gonna happen and it's gonna be fine. So I think because I'm thinking like that, these last 2 weeks that I've gone on the scale and it has dropped, I've just been like, oh God, like, thank you. I feel so grateful for that. And I'm just excited. As many of you guys know, my first milestone for my weight was 250, and I hit that, I hit that a while back, maybe 3 weeks ago now. And I was looking at my list, which I wanted real quickly just to kind of like recap what my milestone like weights are. I don't have rewards for all of them just yet because I really, really want to think them through. Like I want them to be really good, and like I have ideas But I just don't know, like, you know, okay, for this one, it's going to be this reward and, you know, so on and so forth. But so my first weight loss milestone was 250, which check, got that one down. My next milestone is 220. So I'm looking forward to that. Again, I don't have rewards figured out, but I'm going to figure that out. And then the next one after that is 200. And then the next one after that is 180. And then 160. And then 150. Right now, I did stop my weight loss go at 150 because who knows? You know, I'm not too sure how I'm gonna feel when I hit that. So I may be done at 150. I may not. It just depends. As most of you know, I did, you know, I was, excuse me, thin my whole life. And I pretty much weighed, you know, anywhere between, it just depended, but it was like 145 to maybe 155, but it was pretty rare when I would hit 155. But you know, that was a while ago because I've been battling this weight for a while now. So it was a long time ago. I've had children since then. I definitely don't have the body that I had before I had children, and let alone before I gained literally over 100 pounds. So I don't know if I'll be done at that time, but so far those are the weights that I have as milestones. So the next one is 220, which I'm really excited about. I'm just gonna keep trucking along. So that's my weigh-in. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about that happened this week was I ate out. I actually went on a date on Sunday with my husband. Sorry, you guys, I'm gonna pause this for just a second because I know you can hear my kids. If I can hear them, you guys can hear them. So just give me 1 second. Hey, y'all need to relax. No, guys, I'm recording right now. All right, yeah, I purposely didn't pause it so that way y'all can see the struggles of a mother. Anyways, okay, back to our scheduled program. So Sunday I went out on a date with my husband, and really a lot of this video is gonna be about that day, just because so many things happened in that one day, and I really, really wanted to go over it with y'all because I'm hoping that it's gonna help someone else that's, you know, in the same situation, or, you know, the few of you that are waiting to have surgery. I know before I had surgery, I was always just like, man, like, how am I gonna control myself when I eat out, and, you know, that whole thing. But it's doable, and I just wanted to share that with you guys today. So Sunday I went out on a date, and we got a reservation at Kona Grill, and I had never been there before, so I was a little nervous. I was kind of borderline having anxiety because I was like, what am I gonna eat here? But then we got the menu, and I was looking over everything, and I ended up ordering, I forgot what it was called, but it was like these meatballs. It was like this thin little tray, right, really little, and it had 5 individual little mini meatballs. I mean, when I tell you mini, they were like probably about that big. They were pretty small. And then they were on like a little baby portion of mashed potatoes, like each of them, right? All 5. And that's what I ordered as my meal. My husband ordered calamari as an appetizer, which of course is deep fried. And then he ordered like a steak and, you know, all this other stuff. And I remember when they brought me the meal, I was like, okay, well, I think I can maybe eat 3 of these meatballs, right? Because, I don't know, they look small. And I figured, yeah, I could probably eat 3 of them. But they were made out of sirloin. And that was actually the first time that I ate anything aside from like chicken, tuna, or like, you know, pretty much those soft foods. And I overestimated what I could do because I ended up eating 1 whole meatball, a quarter of another meatball, I had 2 asparagus stalks, right? Are they stalks? I'm gonna call them stalks. But I had 2 asparagus, and I had probably like just here to my nail of mashed potatoes. It was really just to try it. And I kid you not, you guys, I was done. Like, I felt full, which made me nervous because I usually don't eat to the point where I'm full. I usually just eat to the point of like, I'm good, content. I'm like, okay, I nourished my body, now I'm gonna move on, right? But I felt full, and I was a little nervous because I was like, man, did I really overeat? Like, I only had a meatball and a quarter of another one, but I didn't. I think that was actually my first and only meal of the day, which probably wasn't good, but I actually got to sleep in that day, which was so needed. But yeah, I ended up getting full at that point. And, you know, my husband, of course, had his, you know, full-blown meal of what he had. But, you know, I didn't feel like deprived. Like, sincerely, I really didn't. Like, all I could think about was my goals, you know, why I got this surgery. Like, and I'm not judging anyone out there, but, you know, I am only a month post-op. And I feel at this point, like, not that there's not really any time to slip up, like, not that a better time down the road is like, oh, well, you know, it's blah, blah, blah post-op. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have a little this or a little that, but I just feel like it's all up here, you know? And if I don't keep my head in the game, like, I know me personally, that's where I slip. It's not the physical part, it's not the workouts, it's up here, it's up here. So yeah, I was pretty strict with myself. I wasn't gonna give myself any leeway. I wasn't gonna, you know, I wasn't gonna order like, you know, deep fried chicken strips or macaroni and just be like, well, I'll just eat until I'm full. Like, that's not why I got this surgery. I didn't get this surgery so that I could still eat, you know, like I was eating before, but just in smaller portions. But again, that's just me. I needed the lifestyle change, and I went there, you know, with a plan. I didn't know what I was gonna eat, but I knew for damn sure I wasn't gonna entertain sushi. I wasn't gonna entertain pasta. Like, I wasn't gonna entertain any of that stuff because I'm like, you know, that's not the point. And like I said, I got those meatballs and I was good. I was good. And I was very like, oh, thank God. Like, because it was my first time going to a restaurant, and honestly, that setting, I used to pig the fuck out before, you guys. Like, I really, really did. Like, my husband, we would order an appetizer, sometimes 2, and then we would have our, you know, regular, like, main dishes, and then usually we would get dessert. And if we couldn't agree on dessert, he would get his own and then I would get my own, and we would still throw down all that food. And it was just so surreal to like see like that food that they brought, and it was like, yeah, you're not gonna finish that. Like, you're not even gonna eat half of that. Like, it was just very, I don't know, I guess mind-blowing that that's all I ate. But it's doable, you guys. That's my point. Like, I know sometimes before surgery you're like, oh man, how am I gonna resist, and how am I, like, your mind changes, y'all. It changes. You didn't have, you know, 75 to 85% of your stomach removed so that you could go to a restaurant and be like, oh yeah, you know what, I'll take the chicken Alfredo. Like, you know you didn't have this surgery for that. And you know, you got to remind yourself of that, you know, like, you did this for a lifestyle change and you got to stick with it, you know? So it was doable. I didn't feel left out. I felt good. Not only that, but my husband thinks it's funny that, you know, I eat as little as I do. He likes to make jokes that if I, you know, eat more than, you know, what I have, that my stomach will explode. That's his joke. But anyways, so eating out, that was fine. I wanted to touch base. Friday, right? Thursday or Friday, I saw my doctor for my 1-month post-op appointment, and he gave me the green light to work out, which I was super ecstatic about. So I pretty much spent the weekend coming up with pretty much a weightlifting schedule because, and I'll get into more detail about that later. I'll just give you like the main bullets for now, but excuse me. The main, I don't know, I guess the biggest thing about my exercise is gonna be weightlifting. I am not gonna do cardio every day. Actually right now I'm only planning on doing cardio maybe maybe twice a week at the most. But I'm definitely not gonna be a cardio bunny right now because I've lost weight in the past with being a cardio bunny, and it was great to see the scale moving as quickly as it did, but I didn't like the way my body looked. So at that time I had lost a whole bunch of weight, you know, being a cardio bunny, and then I started lifting after that, and the scale didn't move a lot when I started lifting, but it was sculpting my body, and that's what I liked. So I'm essentially just gonna go back to that. Not only that, but I love weightlifting. I really, really do. So I pretty much spent the weekend putting together my weightlifting schedule, and I'm hoping to get that going in the next couple weeks, just because things are crazy right now with the holidays. But yesterday I did get a workout in. I did an at-home workout, and it wasn't anything crazy. I think it was like 30 minutes. I did a 10-minute stretch little video, you know, just to get my, you know, limbs going. And then I did a 15-minute, it was like a booty blaster workout with some resistance, with some resistance bands. And yeah, that was pretty brutal. I definitely feel a difference in my body with doing these kind of workouts. I was like not even 5 minutes in, and like my body was shaking already from the workout. Like that's how hard it hit me. But I did it. There was one exercise that I physically could not do. And again, I'll get into that in more detail later. But this one exercise, I physically couldn't do it. But everything else in that workout I was able to do. I did it at my own pace. You know, I did the work during the time that you're supposed to, because it pretty much was like 45 seconds on, 15-second break. So that was my goal going into it. Like, I just want to do the work during the time that I'm supposed to, and then rest during the time that I'm supposed to. And I was able to do that. I did feel good about that. So my first workout was hard. It was definitely hard. I am not as strong as I was before, which I pretty much expected that, just because right now I'm losing so much fat, you know? So that's where I'm at with the whole workout. It felt good. But yeah, I already know, like, I'm gonna have my work cut out for me when I start lifting, because I don't have any of the strength that I had before. I tried to do a push-up and I couldn't do a push-up. Like 2 years ago, I could do like 60 push-ups, you know, as a warm-up, and I couldn't even do one normal push-up. I had to do a girl push-up, which there's nothing wrong with girl push-ups. Those help you, you know, build your strength up so that you can do, like, you know, the full push-up. But I'm just saying that because, like, that's where I'm at, you know? And I'll keep talking about that so that way we can, like, see how that progresses. I may even do like a short video of, you know, how I do things physically now, you know, so that way we can see my journey as I go. But yeah, my first workout, it was hard, but I didn't die, so that's great. I also wanted to talk about some, excuse me, I don't know why my throat is so dry. I wanted to talk to you guys about some non-scale victories, because I feel like I'm having so much that I cannot keep up with them. I think I'm gonna start writing them down as they happen, because it's too much. But one of the non-scale victories I noticed, and I noticed it on Sunday, I think it was. I was sitting on the couch with my husband, and I had picked up my leg to, like, I don't know, rest it on the couch, or I don't know, but I did something. I moved a certain way, and like once I got in that position, I realized like, holy shit, like I could not do that before. Like I literally could not lift my leg and leave it in that position for more than a few seconds because like I just felt like my stomach was like suffocating me. And my joints and just everything just felt so tight and just, I don't know how to explain it, but it was like I didn't have room to move like that, in other words. So when I realized that I was sitting that way and that I was comfortable, I was like, oh wow, like this is awesome. Another thing that I'm noticing is that my sleeping is it's getting so much better. Like my sleep apnea has gotten so much better. Like I'm only having episodes like maybe twice a week, where before I had surgery, I was having them like almost every day. And that in itself is amazing. Another non-scale victory that I'm noticing is my hair. So like when I'm getting ready for work, you know, or whatever, and like I'm like blow drying my hair, I used to have to take breaks. Like, yeah, your blow dryer gets hot, but like because I was so naturally hot, I was always having to take like these constant breaks because I would start sweating like bullets, you know, and I'd have to like step away, dry my sweat off, come back, finish blow drying my hair. Like my hair used to take so long, you guys, because I would have to take so many breaks because I would start sweating. So when I was blow drying my hair, it took forever because I had to take X amount of breaks then. Then when I got to the actual styling part, I was having to take breaks all over again because yeah, my straightener's hot and it was a whole mess. Like I was getting fed up to the point where like I wasn't really doing my hair that much because I would sweat so much, and it's like, well, forget this. Like it's like a workout for me to do my hair because I'm so hot. So that's awesome. I'm definitely not experiencing that. You know, I sweat now like a normal person. I'm definitely not at that point of a lot of people that like they're freezing now. I'm not always freezing. I do get cold now. Like when it's cold outside, I'm no longer comfortable, which I think I mentioned that. Like it used to take for the temperatures to drop like in the 50s for me to just feel like good. Not cold, I don't need a jacket. I just like, okay, I'm good. Now it's like, okay, no, I'm freezing my ass off. So that is another little non-scale victory. It's nice to like, you know, feel that change. And then I think I talked about it already, but just in case, I'm not getting as winded anymore with just walking around. My stamina is definitely a lot better. But of course with this pandemic, it does suck when I wear my mask. When I wear my mask and I walk around for a good amount of time, it's like I'm that 274 pound Jane all over again. Like I get winded, I start sweating, like it's crazy. But if I don't have my mask on and I'm like walking around my neighborhood or whatever, I'm good. Like I can feel how like, okay, yeah, I'm not dying. Like I've been walking for an hour, but I'm good, you know? So that's really, really awesome. Another non-scale victory that I didn't have planned because it just spontaneously happened. But I saw someone today that hadn't seen me in, I think 2 weeks, somewhere around there. And this person was just like, wow, like it's only been a couple weeks since I've seen you, but it feels way longer because you look different in just those 2 weeks. And you know, they made reference to my face and my body, which, you know, you're never ready for that. And but it was nice because we do get caught up in seeing ourselves every single day, and we forget, you know. It's like we forget to notice those things, and you know, then we have other days where we're looking for it, like, okay, you know, do I have this, like, do I have that? And then you don't see it. So that little non-scale victory of, you know, having a compliment, you know, given to me about how I'm losing weight and, you know, looking lighter, it was nice. So that's always good to hear. Let's see here. We talked about my stamina. I wanted to talk about tonight. So today is actually my little brother's 30th birthday, and we had a very small little dinner at my aunt's house. And I called her about 2 days before and I was like, hey, can you tell me what's on the menu? Because I was I was dead serious, like, on being prepared. I wasn't gonna walk in there and be like, oh, you know, all they're serving is pizza, I guess I gotta make do. Like, I wasn't trying to do that. So I asked what my aunt was making, which lo and behold, they were having pizza, they were having breadsticks, and they were having spaghetti. Like, none of that is the kind of life I'm about anymore. But it was good though, because I got that information 2 days before, so I knew, like, hey, when I come home, you know, just to do some last minute things, before I leave, I need to pack a dinner. And so I did. And it was awesome. I packed 2 ounces of meatballs, and I put an ounce, right? An ounce of marinara, or maybe 2 ounces of marinara sauce. I put some Italian seasoning, and then I put half of a slice of provolone cheese, and I put a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And it was awesome, you guys. Like, I put that in the microwave when I got to my aunt's house. And when everybody was eating their spaghetti and all that stuff, like, I had my meal prep, and it was great. I didn't feel like I was missing out because, you know, I wasn't having spaghetti or pizza or crazy bread. Like, I really did feel good. Like, I went prepared. I had my shit together. I took my vitamins. I took my tumbler because I had only had about 30 ounces of water in. So I filled up my tumbler. I was sipping the whole drive over there. And then an hour after I was done eating, I started sipping again. And I'm almost done. So it was just good that, like, all these things that are happening, you know, date night, my brother's dinner party, like, it's nice to know that before, how I thought, oh, I have to eat what they have, or, you know, whatever, like, I can't take my own food and be that person. Like, now I just give 0 fucks. Like, I am gonna be that person that shows up, you know, to family get-togethers or whatever with my own meal, if that's what I have to do. Like, if that's what I have to do to stay on track, to meet my ultimate goal, then I'm gonna be that person. And if anybody has issues with that, like, that's honestly not my problem. Like, it's their problem, you know? I don't want to sound, you know, like a bitch or anything, but no one helped me before. All people did was criticize and remind me how fat I was and how out of control my weight was, and so on and so forth. So the way I see it now is, like, you know, you had something to say when I was fat, and now that I, you know, had this procedure and I'm living a new lifestyle, like, if you're gonna criticize me now, like, we're gonna have issues. But so far, no one has said anything. I take my lunch to work. I went to my aunt's with my own dinner, and it was fine. They had cake, of course, and I actually took a Russell Stover's sugar-free peppermint candy, and I was really excited about it because I was like, okay, that'll be like my little sweet thing, right? Which I really did crave it. I literally took 1 bite after my meal, and I was done. I was like, okay, well, there's no way I'm gonna be able to finish eating this. Like, I don't have any more room. So I literally had that 1 bite, and I was fine. Like, it was sweet, and it cut that sugar craving, and I felt good. So I do really feel good about that, because it's just showing me that I can do this, you know, even when I think that I can't. My water is still going strong. I'm hitting my water goals really good. I think I only missed maybe about 2 days of my water. But other than that, like, I'm on my water. I'm taking my vitamins like a rock star, the way I should. I did add fiber gummies, which helped that problem out. I think once a week I'll still take like Miralax, just to kind of, like, you know, really give it that little extra. But other than that, you guys, I mean, I know this was kind of a long video, but I really wanted to tell y'all about my week. It really was a phenomenal week. Of course, the weight loss helps a lot. I wasn't expecting to see 241 on the scale. Like I am so close to the 230s, and it's exciting because 230s are very close to 220s, and that is my next weight goal. So it's exciting times, you guys. If you want to know the workout I did, I actually found the workout on YouTube. So if any of you guys are interested in that, just comment below and let me know, and I'll put the link for whoever wants it, because it was really legit. You guys, I'm sure y'all have noticed, like I'm a nalgona. So when it comes to like lower body exercise, like I really do try to find the girls that like kind of go like balls to the wall with those exercises, because you know I'm bottom heavy. Like I need that, you know. So that workout was super legit. The fact that it was only 15 minutes and it killed me the way it did, I mean, my ass and thighs were legit on fire. It was awesome. I felt so happy to feel that feeling again. So yeah, if you want that information of the workout I did, just comment below and I'll give you that information. But I think that wraps up my video, you guys. That's pretty much what I wanted to cover for my week 5 video. Again, I will get to my 1 month post-op, guys. I'm sorry that I'm behind on that. But yeah, I think this is it for my video. Again, thank you to everybody for coming back week after week. You know, you guys, I greatly appreciate it. I actually do have an announcement to make with my next update, which I think at this point I'll probably just intertwine it with my 1 month post-op. But I feel like it's a pretty big announcement, you guys. I don't want to hype it up too much, but I think it's pretty big. So definitely don't miss out on my 1 month post-op video, because I do have an announcement, and I think a lot of you guys are going to appreciate this announcement. I'm very excited to be able to be making that announcement. So yeah, definitely tune in. And I'm sorry, you guys, my cat is the one messing with my light ring right now. But anyways, that's it, you guys. Again, thank y'all so much. If you enjoyed this video, y'all know the drill. Give your girl a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so below. And if I haven't talked about something that you guys are wondering about, don't hesitate, y'all. Comment below. Tell me what you want to see, or what you're wondering about, or whatever it may be. Like, I am an open book. Like, whatever questions you have, throw them at me. I'm good. I want to help, you know, in any way that I can, especially with people that are pre-op, because I know there's a lot of questions out there. So that's it, you guys. Thank y'all so much, and I will see y'all in a couple days. I promise this time I'm gonna get that 1 month video recorded. So I will see y'all then, okay? Y'all have a good night. Bye.